welcome to another episode of our holiday edition of Devon's Table. I'm Devon O'Day, along with
Sylvia Gagne
and my little sister in from Louisiana. It's a Cajun time. We're celebrating a Cajun wine from Amber Falls Winery and some of the great gifts that you can get right here at Green Door Gourmet.
Yes, and it's really fun because this wine is a big wine. This is the Cajun wine.
Cajun Fest.
Amber Falls. And it packs a punch. And so what you want is a way to calm that wine down a little bit to go well with food. The best way to do that is to aerate the wine.
Okay.
So one of the things that we have in the shop is this awesome shatterproof glass. So if you have a pool, you have a boat, all the places that you don't want to have glass, but you still want to be able to enjoy your wine, these are awesome for that. And it has a built-in aerator.
Oh, wow.
So you can see in the glass here that it's got a little spot. So what you do is very simple. You just take your wine and you pour it right over there, and look at there.
Oh, it looks like a little
It's a little fountain.
Crazy.
And it will open up the wine at twice the rate of just taking the cork out or just pouring it in a regular glass.
Oh, how neat. And I love that they're
fascinating.
shatterproof.
Yes, and they bounce.
Who comes up with these things?
Obviously, somebody with a boat that says, I'm tired of breaking glasses. You know?
But I mean, the aerator thing that's inside the
Isn't
glass.
that fun?
I mean, it's not just handy and practical. It's also, wow.
It's super fun. And now, when you have this wine, you will know the true flavor profile of what it is, and you can pair it with something really cool, like potato chips that are designed to go with special wines.
Wine chips. Did you know they make such a thing? And you ain't going to get these just anywhere. You can get them at Green Door Gourmet, though, and they're fabulous as a gift.
Don't have time to cook the ribeye? Just have a ribeye flavored potato chip.
Crazy.
Isn't that fun?
And there's the Asiago cheese one. That one's calling my name.
Yes, that would
You
be
better keep Mom and Pat away from this.
All right, ladies, would you like to try?
Sure.
There you go. Cheers to the sisters.
It's bad
right.
luck if we don't do that.
It's got that little pepper something to it.
Oh, it does.
Waiting on that gumbo.
They put the pepper to it. It's really good with jambalaya, too. You can feel that pepper when it hits the bag.
Like right when you swallow it. You feel a little bit right when you first taste it right here.
And there's a little bit of sweet, a little bit of dry, a little bit of pepper. Perfect.
Y'all got to get some of this if you're, Cajun and all.
And all y'all.
And all y'all.
Well, I think that this is a fun gift. You can grab some wine, you can grab some glasses, put it together with some chips, and you've got a perfect gift basket for
In other
someone.
words, if you got a party boat and you live on any kind of, bayou or even just have a boat on the bayou or a boat on the lake or whatever, this is
Or
for
just
you.
if you're clumsy around the swimming pool, this will work. This will be great. There's all sorts of gifts. Hey, at the end of this show, we're going to talk about a few other things that we have that you can find in the Green Door Gourmet store. And you don't even have to worry. If there's a person on your list that they have everything, I can promise you there's something in Green Door that they don't have that they're going to love. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Here at the Holiday Handmade Market in Music City Center, Tangled Tiles. Oh, what a tangled tile we weave. Tell us your name and where you came from.
Lori Davis, and I live here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow, that is really cool. Now, do you make these?
I do make these. I purchase the ornament or the background to put them on, and I cut the glass and I cut the tiles, and I often take my own pictures of nature, so everything is original. I took art lessons as a child and did drawing and painting and was an art major at UT. But I didn't start doing this until about 12 years ago. I had done some stained glass, and I decided to cut it into smaller pieces. And then I got little tiny tiles, and then I cut them into smaller pieces, and it just has gotten smaller, but yet bigger, so all at the same time.
They're absolutely stunningly beautiful. I want to take a look at some of these, like right down here. There's a beautiful, it's an angel?
Actually, it is an ocean view from an airplane of two island pieces where there's rocks, and the current is coming around the rocks.
Now, you know, isn't that the way art is because when you look at it, the artist has one vision, and whoever sees it, then that's what I always say, that's the beauty of art, is because I saw it and I just felt like there was an abstract angel. And I thought, how cool is that? But you do have lots of angels, and you have some beautiful, beautiful crosses. Have you had a lot of people that have shown up to grab cards because they go, oh my gosh, I want to know you, and I'm going to get you to do some custom work? Have you done that?
Yes, I do a lot of custom work, and people will send me their photos or their favorite day or their favorite college team and say, please make something special for me, and that's what I do.
All of this work is just, it's just absolutely stunning, from trays that you can use to things to hang on the wall. I mean, there's really no end to what you could do. Do you still do stained glass as well?
Not as much. I'm kind of digging the glass and the grout and the glue, so.
I love it. Everybody gets a chance to change, and well, it is absolutely beautiful. Where can they find you, website wise, and maybe if they want a custom piece?
Website wise, www.tangledtiles.com, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn. So find me, and I'll make your special piece.
So get in touch with Laurie. You're going to want to check out Tangled Tiles.
Trash. It litters the scenic beauty of Tennessee roadways. On average, the Tennessee Department of Transportation removes more than 11,000 tons of litter from roadways each year. You can help TDOT keep Tennessee beautiful through the Adopt a Highway program. Adopt a Highway is a volunteer-based program for individuals and groups concerned about the environment. Volunteers are provided training and materials to safely collect trash from designated highways. This valuable work not only creates cleaner roadsides, but also reduces maintenance costs and boosts litter prevention awareness throughout Tennessee. By volunteering, you're taking an active role in preserving and protecting our state's natural beauty. Don't let trash litter the great state of Tennessee. Become an Adopt a Highway volunteer today.
One thing we pride ourselves on is the kindness of Southern courtesy. When you travel through Tennessee and Georgia during the holiday season, you can expect to be welcomed with open arms, a good time, and plenty of food.
We love having visitors travel through our states. We also love keeping our roadways safe. So as you pass through, just remember to show courtesy too.
Use your turn signals so other drivers can navigate safely around you.
Don't tailgate. Tailgating is aggressive driving. Instead, allow other vehicles the space of one car length to create a safe stopping distance.
Use lane courtesy, which means to drive right and pass left. You'll get better gas mileage and arrive to your destination faster.
When other drivers need to get over, let them pass. Use eye contact and be attentive.
Don't text and drive. Keep your phone down and head up.
Look for pedestrians, especially at crosswalks and busy intersections.
Never drink and drive, and always buckle up.
If you see emergency vehicles or anyone distressed on the side of the road, slow down and move over. They will appreciate it.
And finally, when someone else is kind to you, make sure to pay it forward.
As you deck the halls this holiday season, be fire smart. A small fire that spreads to a Christmas tree can grow large very quickly. Choose a tree with fresh green needles that do not fall off when touched. Before placing the tree in a stand, cut 2 inches from the base of the trunk. Make sure the tree is at least 3 feet away from any heat source like fireplaces, radiators, candles, heat vents, or lights. Use lights that have the label of an independent testing laboratory. Some lights are for only indoor or outdoor use. Dispose of a tree after Christmas or when it is dry. Dried out trees are a fire hazard. You can find out more about Christmas tree safety and other safety information on the NFPA website. Just go to nfpa.org/safety tips.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
Nestled in Nashville along the Cumberland River, Green Door Gourmet is a 350-acre organic farm, agritourism operation, and on-farm store. Green Door Gourmet grows a wide variety of fruits, flowers, vegetables, and herbs using holistic organic methods, providing our customers, including local restaurants and florists, with the absolute best direct from the field produce. Enjoy seasonal cut farm flower bouquets all summer long with our Green Door Gourmet Flower CSA. Farm field trips are offered March through October, as well as seasonal cooking classes and on-farm events such as our annual Fall Fest. Our on-farm store features Green Door Gourmet produce as well as products from our farm partners, the area's best local producers, including grass-fed meats, honey, jam, dairy, baked goods, and much more. Our local Farm Box program allows customers to take home a box with a variety of produce options based on what is growing at Green Door Gourmet. Join us in the spring for the You Pick Strawberry season. Our Countrypolitan White Oak Community Center is the perfect setting for weddings, meetings, farm-to-table and corporate events, and social occasions. Come visit Green Door Gourmet, just minutes from downtown Nashville.
Ring in the holiday season at the annual Franktown Festival of Lights. Sing along to some of your favorite Christmas classics while enjoying over 200 unique light displays. Plan your visit today for some festive family fun. Tickets are on sale now at franktownlights.com. All proceeds benefit Franktown Open Hearts.
Hi, my name is Krista and my business is Stone Simple. Started it back in 2014 with my daughter. Just needed a natural skincare line I started to get eczema and really bad dry skin, and I just needed an alternative to over-the-counter products. And we started with our soaps. Our soaps have 41 ounces of oils and butters in them, no preservatives or fillers. And then we moved on to, I make my own rose water facial toner.
Oh my gosh, so look at this.
It's my own rose water. I take it from the whole rose plant, and then I mix it with a alcohol-free witch hazel, which is great for our skin, great pH balance. Rose water's been around since the turn of the century, turn of time, start of time.
Look at these soaps. These are incredible. And you make all these?
I make all of them myself, and I always ask that people cut them in half long ways to help with soap waste. And also you kind of get 2 bars for the price of one, because they are large bars, and that way you can hold it in your hand. And then I have a vegan lip balm, which is a lavender and coconut, and it's used with a canonilla wax and no beeswax, so there's no harm to the bees. And then I have a men's line, which is a men's aftershave spray toner. And then I also have a beard oil as well, made with grapeseed oil and all natural ingredients, vitamin E and tea tree oil.
Can I tell you how great this place smells? Y'all, you'd be blown away if you heard it. Stone Simple, located in Columbia, Tennessee. Now, do you have a website and do you ship?
I ship, absolutely. And I don't have a website, but if you follow me on my Facebook page, Stone Simple, or Instagram as Stone Simple Beauty, and message me or text me, I'd be happy to help you.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Take a look at all this wonderful stuff. It smells heavenly.
Hi, I'm Dalton Quigley, owner of Quigley's Landscaping and LandscapeNashville.com. Today, we're installing a xeriscape in Nashville, Tennessee. Come with me and take a look. A xeriscape is a drought-tolerant, low-maintenance landscape. The concept comes from the Arizona, New Mexico area where water restrictions limit what a person can have in the landscape. So instead of mulch, we have natural stone. This is our river rock to be used in this xeriscape project that we're doing today. Right in this area, all along the wall, we're going to be putting a xeriscape. It's going to be a natural stone landscape. Right in here. Under this walkway is part of the project for xeriscaping today. And right now it's dirt. Soon it will be beautiful rocks. And also this walkway, which is on the other side of the home, is going to be part of our xeriscape project today. We'll check in later. Here we are putting our landscape fabric down so that we can put our rock on top. This is a commercial landscape fabric. It's almost fiberglassy, as you can see. And we hold it down with sod pins. Next is going to come our river rock. That's all for now.
with Mallory at Zoolumination. Where are we right now, Mallory?
Yes, so we are right in front of Festival Field with this beautiful big grand dragon behind me, and it is opening night of Zoolumination.
When people walk through, how many miles of lights are we going to get to see?
So all the lanterns and lights take up about 3 miles of zoo pathway, so you will have plenty to see when you come visit.
I love it because you've got people here of all ages walking through. Even cold, it's nice. You have a cocoa booth.
Yes, we got hot cocoa, we've got some cider, and we've got some margaritas and beer as well, so you can get your beverage of choice and get nice and toasty and stroll some of the pathways.
Now, this is not included in your zoo membership, but you can, and you do need to go to NashvilleZoo.org and make reservations because you limit the number each night.
Yes, that's correct. So you can get all of those tickets at NashvilleZoo.org/Zoolumination to see your prices, and you can even get a platinum pass that you can purchase. And if you get that, you can come as many times as you would like.
Ooh, the platinum pass.
Yes.
So it's a great, even if you go at Christmas time, because this goes even after Christmas.
Yes, this goes after Christmas, and we're even open on some of the holidays. We're open on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So we are open for business if you want to come and spend your holiday cheer with us at Nashville Zoo.
Aw, thank you so much for being with us and taking a look. How many exhibits are there?
So we have over 1,000 custom-made silk Chinese lanterns here at the zoo.
When did they start putting these up in the park?
So we had a team of about 35 Chinese artisans that came out in August, and so this team has been on grounds for nearly 3 months piecing all of these lanterns together, and they just finished about a week ago, and they're beautiful and a sight to see, and you have to come out to see it for yourselves.
Discover one-of-a-kind wines in a special place naturally made for relaxation. Amber Falls Winery and Cellars. Descend into our underground cellar and taste award-winning wines. Cajun Best is one of our most intriguing creations. Real Cajun spices are used to give this sweet red blend its distinctive flavor. Get away to where good times and good wines come naturally. Amber Falls Winery and Cellars, where a great start leads to a great finish.
It's time for tourism in Middle Tennessee with Center Hill drawing all of our attention. This piece is brought to you by Center Hill Realty and Chalets in Smithville, Tennessee, right on beautiful Center Hill Lake, where there's a village of wonderful shopping, romantic chalets, delicious food, gorgeous scenery, and almost anywhere is less than an hour drive from anywhere you would be coming from in Middle Tennessee.
I woke up on Christmas morning to get up and open presents with my kids, and I opened Facebook, and one of my melting pot coworkers said, "I can't believe I'm unemployed." But attached to it was a news story that says a bombing on 2nd Avenue. I thought only I could lose my job on a day I was not even scheduled on a major holiday. To then think about the impact and how vast it would be immediately. And then to know it was a whole block that was affected by it was unbelievable. It affected a lot of people. The ripple effect was crazy. Being a single mom, I've just learned to kind of keep things moving. My oldest daughter is 19, but she has a disability, so she lives with me. Then I have a 17-year-old son, and then I have a 14-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. It's a source of anxiety for me, handling all of the things that were while trying to work and take care of my kids' mental health. My daughter is struggling with an eating disorder right now, and so it was like a lot of that was taking place. There was a lot of things going on surrounding. I was really struggling with trying to pay my rent and utilities. It was a very difficult couple months. Finances were a stress, the loss of that job. I couldn't really be as sad as I wanted to be, so I just tried to stay upbeat and positive. The fact that Catholic Charities could just love me and my kids right where we were at without ever having met us and just extend that kind of grace is something that is incredibly powerful.
We've learned in this past year that things happen that we can't anticipate, and it creates a tremendous amount of need. What we wanted to do was reassure them that you're going to be okay, but we will walk with you, we will be there for you, the city is behind you. You know, we are part of that effort to recover.
There was months of rent and, utilities and things like that. There was food boxes, there was toiletries, there was all sorts of amazing things. I don't know where my kids and I would be without the help that they extended us, and I'm sure there are thousands and thousands of families that feel the same way because they just went over and above at a time where I didn't have any idea what I was going to do.
I hope that when people hear the name Catholic Charities, that they immediately think there is a leader in our community. We work with people every day who are at risk of losing housing, who don't have enough to eat, who can't find work, who have mental health problems that need assistance. Then you layer on the disasters, and it expands that universe of people who need help beyond what anyone could imagine. This is what people of goodwill do for one another.
This is just what they do. They just come in a disaster and just start fixing and helping wherever they can, even if it's just to listen or to care or to tell you that everything's going to be okay. I definitely want to thank Catholic Charities for all of their help and continued support with everything that we have all been through and going through, and supporting Nashville as a whole for these things that we don't see coming and there's no way to prepare for.
We are here at the Tea Bar, and I'm telling you, it looks exciting. Where did you guys drive in from?
Charlotte, North Carolina. It's great. We had a 7-hour fun trip, and we love Nashville, so it was great. Absolutely.
What got you started with tea? I mean, I know coffee's the big rage, but tell me a little bit about tea and the whole thing, because there's a whole lot to tea.
There is. So I'm a type 1 juvenile diabetic, have been for 36 years. And, there's only so much things you can do for water and like regular just unsweetened tea. So we started experimenting with different blends and blending fruit and herbs. And now we have got this amazing tea company as well. So yeah, just having diabetes kind of was what did it. And we do it more for the health benefits. So it tastes amazing, but we do it because of all the different things. So it just helps you with like knowing that a white tea is going to help you with inflammation and a oolong tea is going to help you with insulin management and things like that. So we try to teach our clients not just about why tea is good, but what also it does for you health-wise.
That is really important. We talk a lot, especially on my show on Main Street Today, we talk a lot about Wellness Wednesday. We talk about wellness, and you really bring that into, where can they learn a little bit more about your teas? You call yourself Tea Bar, and where does that name come from? I think there's probably something a little bit behind that.
So we loved the Tea Bar name, but Tea Bar, of course, was already trademarked because I'm sure there's a store somewhere called Tea Bar, and we do these fairs, we have wholesale accounts, so we just added an extra R because it's like tea and then bar, so it worked out really well. They can find out a lot more about it on our website. It's www.teabarr.com, or you can follow us on any of the social media networks at Tea Bar Co. So you can find us there, and the kids are always great with. I have teenagers that are great with social media because we don't always do well with social media.
I love it. You had your son here was talking about his instructional videos on making tea, and you can find that on your Facebook page, right?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So it's on the Facebook page. So he's been making tea since he was 5, so it's super awesome. And I'm like, we put it on there so people would understand, like, even a 5-year-old can do it. So it's simple because people always want to say it's just too many steps to make loose leaf tea. But when you see a 5-year-old do it, you're like, okay, I can do it. I'm going to stop making excuses. I'll do it now. So, yes.
And when you start kids out really young doing something healthy and they're part of the preparation, they're more likely to enjoy it, right?
They are. And I'll tell you, our biggest clientele are kids like from 9 to like 18. They know so much. And I mean, it's because of the internet, obviously, but they know so much about it. So I have kids that'll come up and they'll say, did you know this, and this about tea? And I'm like, I'm so glad they know. So where our generation, it was more coffee, this generation is definitely more tea. So it's really awesome to watch that.
Well, is there a way, now I've got a teapot collection that's pretty cool, and I would love to start using it with some of your teas. What do you recommend brewing it in a pot, or is there a special way, or a cup? How do you recommend?
So there's a lot of new little gadgets. So of course, a lot of people use like the little tea balls that have been around for years. They're probably in the back of your drawers right now, and you're going, what in the world am I supposed to be doing with that? So those are great loose leaf tea balls. There's also zero gravity, and then they have, everything now. They have even teacups now that have like little funnels and little filters. So there's so many ways. There's now tumblers that have it. So the sky's the limit now that people are doing loose leaf tea. So yes, ma'am, absolutely.
And you brought up diabetes, and that's something near and dear to my heart. So tell us the best way to sweeten tea, or do you actually even need to sweeten it? Is it good enough to go without any sweetener?
So it's absolutely great enough to go without sweetener. I don't sweeten it ever. If you are going to sweeten it and you have especially diabetes, I would say either go honey. It's going to move your blood sugars the least amount. So honey, natural honey is the best. If you're not a diabetic and you want to still keep it natural so that you do keep that wellness going, just use cane sugar, the turbinado sugar in the raw. It's the best way to sweeten it if you're not a diabetic. Yeah.
Well, we encourage you to just take a look online, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, just teabar.com, and that's bar with 2 R's, TEABARR.com, and let the kids teach you how to make tea.
Honey is a great Tennessee product, and it's also a great cooking ingredient. But sometimes when we store honey in our pantries for too long, it will start to crystallize like this has started to do. This is a natural process that happens with honey, and it's not very appetizing, but it's also very fixable. So instead of discarding the honey, there's a quick and easy way to fix that. One, you can take the container of honey, leave the lid on, and place it down into a container of warm water. Then you're just going to cover that with a towel and let it sit covered for about 10 minutes until the crystallized honey runs back liquid. The other way you can do this is to take a container of honey like this one, cover it and put it in your microwave oven on low power for about 10 seconds. The beauty of having one of these honey stores is that you can leave it in the microwave, then stir the product, make sure all of the hunks and chunks of crystallized honey are gone. If not, put it back in there for about 10 more seconds and stir it again, and all of the crystallization should be gone.
When thinking about this show, I really considered the space. I also considered the fact that this is where I grew up, at our family farm, which is just half an hour east of Nashville. There's a certain pragmatism in my family that I was exposed to growing up. Everybody was a little bit handy, sort of able to do a lot of different things, but more than that, it was about making do with what you had, and desire to try to figure out how to do something if you don't know how to do it. The sort of overarching theme is saving material, and there's a piece in the show called Save, a piece of plywood that I did literally save from a construction site, and it spray painted with the word save on it. My most usual process is to find materials that are around me and kind of use those as the directionals, for the show. So it's a process of gathering visuals, of gathering material, of gathering an understanding of a space, and then kind of putting all of those things together. The chime is the one piece in the show that people can actually physically touch and interact with. It's a sound piece, only makes sound when it's interacted with. Originally, it sort of came out of my desire to organize some disparate pieces of metal that I had in my studio. This one's made in large part from materials from the farm. But when I first made one, I was just trying to organize all of this stuff, and so not knowing what I was going to do, I wasn't sure what the end result would be. I just started weighing everything so that I could get all of these odd pieces of metal in order according to their weight. And once I started to do that, it was just this organic process. I started pairing them and hanging them across an I-beam, and they balance each other out. And then it was just this natural process of hearing them make noise and sound, and the fact that these jagged, old, rusty pieces of metal could make a really beautiful sound. So it's sort of taking something that usually would either be thrown away or recycled or else just left to rust in the dirt, and allowing it to show another side of itself in a way. 4 or 5 years ago, I'd moved into a new space, a new studio, and there was a lot of weird piping going everywhere, water lines, and I wanted to clean it up, and so cut out big sections of all of this crazy copper pipe going everywhere. But I really liked it because it had been added on to over the years, and people had just soldered other pieces on to make it work for whatever their purposes were. And so I had the large neon was the first one, actually, which is also the most complicated, but I realized that it really acted like a drawing in space, so I moved it around the studio for quite some time. And then I'd never worked with neon, but realized that the size of the copper pipe was the same as the size of the neon, so I could take the neon and replicate the drawing in light, so that then when you put the two together, this hard metal and this glass, this delicate light element, that they sort of change each other totally and become a whole new thing. Yeah, I hope when people come to the show they can see materials and objects in different ways, that maybe this exhibition will shed light on the fact that some things that we look at to be used as one thing can actually potentially be used for a number of things. So just hopefully an opening up of looking and seeing and thinking about art in another way.
I'm a big fan of Christmas and not to sound corny, but the holiday spirit.
I have automatic Christmas spirit. I love Christmas so much that it's just automatic.
My father-in-law is Swedish, and he likes to do the Swedish Christmas, which involves lots and lots of food, beverages, toasts, and storytelling, and singing.
Music always works for me for Christmas. Any kind of Christmas music. I like cold weather, and I like fires burning.
My daughters and I go out Christmas shopping the day after Thanksgiving, and it is such a tradition and such fun that it's just great. We love it.
So it usually starts about 2 or 3 in the afternoon and ends when the last person says, I can't eat, drink, or sing anymore.
Growing up, we'd go to caroling in like senior homes and stuff like that, where they didn't have families, and they always really, really appreciate that.
And we like to take all the orphans who didn't get a chance to go be with their family. And we like to be the place we, create a huge meal and invite everybody in, and so it becomes this kind of collage holiday experience.
I like to encourage people to do that, to go out there in their communities and give to people who maybe don't have families at Christmas.
It is absolutely my favorite holiday.
That's kind of my favorite time of year.
Easily Arbor Day, and after that, Christmas. Big fan of Christmas.
Faith, I just don't want to be reminded of things.
When I look at this, I just feel alone.
4 strangers will discover.
Do you know anyone here?
The magic of the season.
I think you should just go ahead and kiss me.
Tom Cavanaugh, Faith Ford, Gil Bellows.
First time in I don't know how long. Feels like Christmas.
Debbie Maycumbers, Trading Christmas.
Wow, what a show. This has been so much fun. And we really didn't drink the whole bottle of Cajun Fest wine. You can attest to it. It's right down front. And you can get your own bottle. Amber Falls Winery has a tasting room right at Opry Mills Mall. Or you can head down to Hampshire, Tennessee, where the winery is. Before you buy Christmas presents only there are many presents that will be good accoutrements to your wine. And they're right here at Green Door. Let's talk about some of the gifts.
Well, I love the word accoutrement, just so you know. So cheese boards to go along with local cheeses. We have wonderful bread mixes. I love that Devon said that you don't have to be a great chef. You can have someone do the first step for you, and then you can have great food with some of the pre-made mixes and things
Oh, the garlicky bites. Oh, they're so good, and they're so easy.
And if you want to take a fun gift, even like for Christmas morning, take some pancake mix and the syrup and entertain some kids and make some fun pancakes. It's all great. So we have all kinds of things that are delicious and beautiful.
Jams, jellies, all sorts of prepared foods, pickles and things like that. The very best you can find at Green Door Gourmet. It's luscious. Well, with that, it's time to say goodbye. And we always tell you that if you are looking for a blessing, you gotta first be one.